Howdy, folks. My name is Marble, and my pronouns are she, her.
My name is Rain. My pronouns are he, him.
And I'm Mars, and my pronouns are they, them. And it's time to draw a card from the deck of friendship. This is a podcast where each episode we watch and review episodes of an anime based on a real-life game. And this week we watched Yu-Gi-Oh! Episodes 31 and 32, known in Japan as Cruel Heavy Metal Deck.
It's a really good title.
That's a cool title, actually. I like that.
There was a lot of heavy metal in this episode, and not the music kind.
Yeah, and the second episode is known as Travel Through Time, Red Eyes, Black Metal Dragon, which is a kind of a spoiler, but whatever.
You know,
And the English title for both is Machinations Part 1 and Machinations Part 2.
Mm-hmm. So let's just get in it.
Let's get right into it, because this is the second duel of the Duelist Kingdom Finals. Joey Wheeler is, because, So
Joey's in a duel, but
he lost his card. It disappeared.
He's lost his card.
To enter, the one that says, I want the money, or I want to duel Pegasus.
Yes.
He lost it, so he has to go find it.
There was a couch.
There was a couch. There was no one on it.
There was on the couch.
There was no one on the couch.
So Joey...
How did the couch get there? I don't know. How did the couch get there?
Pegasus put it there for being extra.
Yeah, Pegasus put it there. Like,
it really brings the room together.
Oh my God.
Everyone, the Yugi gang watching above at the above platform, Pegasus put the couch on the below platform because he's like, I'm not dragging that upstairs. Are you kidding me?
And
Croquet wouldn't do it. I tried really hard to make him.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Yeah.
So Joey loses his, what was it called?
The Glory of the King's Hand card.
Right. That lets him participate in the duel. So he scrambles. He has 5 minutes to find the card, or else he's disqualified. And he's running around the entire historic Mario Castle trying to find it.
Yeah. And he didn't lose the card, but it is gone.
Right. Like he didn't have it, but also
he didn't have it, and then he had it. He had it, and then he went to bed, and then when he woke up, it was gone.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody knows why.
Right.
Nobody knows why.
So, in the last minute before he's disqualified, Mai shows up and gives us the further proof that Mai is the best character in this series.
Oh, yeah. As if there were any doubt.
Joey starts crying that he can't save his sister Serenity.
Yeah.
And Mai shows up and is like, Taya told me what you're doing this for.
His whole thing is I work so hard. I beat duelists that are way more experienced than me. I came this far, and I'm going to be disqualified for this. This is where it ends because I couldn't find a card.
And he cries.
And he cries. I think very justifiably so.
Yeah.
And then Mai shows up and says, "Stop crying.
Yeah.
Don't be such a baby.
Joey, don't be a baby. You need to save your sister's serenity. Yes, Taya told me you're a noble boy. Here, have this handkerchief."
Yeah.
And what's in the handkerchief? A Deus Ex Machina. It was funnier the first time I said it when we recorded the episode, or when we were watching the episode.
It's
but
still
you know
just
what?
As good.
Joey, he looks at this handkerchief and then he opens it up, and the Glory of the King's Hand card is in there, and this is the best exchange of the whole episode.
There was a really good Pegasus one later, but
where Joey says, Mai, does this mean we're finally friends? And she doesn't really answer him. She's just like, hey, you've got a duel to go to. Run. And then when he leaves, she says, dork, of course we're friends.
It's so cute.
Cried.
It's so cute.
Mai, I love you.
Mai wins.
Mai wins.
Here's the thing.
Mai won E3. Mai won the Super Bowl.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
Call of Duty who? my 1E3.
Mm-hmm. I mean, she's very familiar with E3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course.
With his development press cycle for Fortnite.
Yes,
of
course.
Yeah.
So let's talk about this duel Joey's in. He's up against some machine monsters.
Yeah.
Can we talk about the effect that they have that's not real?
Yeah, so this duel, Joey's going up against this machine deck full of machine monsters, and this duel brings up a mechanic that A, doesn't exist in the game, and B...
Hey, no mechanics were summoned in this game.
Yeah, no mechanics were. All of these machines were gonna break down. If there was a mechanic that was summoned, could have done some maintenance.
Exactly.
Sorry, continue.
Joe uses Millennium Screwdriver to just take them all apart.
Yeah.
And nobody can stop him because I can't stress this enough. There's nobody on the dueling platform opposite to him.
He's just going up against an AI.
Yeah.
No, there's nothing going on. He's just in a duel.
No AI. The cards are just there.
He's in a duel.
He's in a duel.
Joey just goes up onto the dueling arena and starts unscrewing all of the machines. And Pegasus is just like, "How are you doing that? It's a hologram." Hey, whatever.
It's a Millennium Screwdriver. What can I say?
My Millennium Screwdriver has the power to make holographic things real as long as I can break them apart. That joke was nothing. Pegasus.
I think it was very good. Don't beat yourself up.
You did a good job.
You did a good job. It's
better than Croquet would have done.
It's all about yes-anding, and I'm sure that your bit partners are here to back you up. Me.
That's right, Joey. We're here to support your comedy.
I think I would have made a better joke than that. I mean...
Croquet, you are a joke. Now go get me some tea.
Okay.
Poor Croquet.
We're in the duel now.
We're in the duel. What happens?
We're in the duel. Joey sets a monster. There was a set monster on the field.
Defense position.
Defense
everything's
position.
in defense position. Everything.
So a bunch of machine monsters get summoned. The pendulum machine.
Which I really like the design for.
Launcher spider, and I think that's it for now. And Joey goes in to attack the pendulum machine with Gilta the Dark Knight. And it doesn't work.
Why not?
Because machine type monsters are immune to magic.
What?
Not magic cards. Not spell cards. That's not...
No.
It's not what it's
just
saying.
All magic.
Just magic.
Which there is a pretty copious amount of in Yu-Gi-Oh! I think.
Yeah. This is such not a real thing in the game that there is... No, on the wiki, none of the terms in the sentence, machine-type monsters are immune to magic, none of that is highlighted as a page that I can go to.
Mm-hmm.
Nor does it make sense.
It is not, Yeah, okay, yeah.
We are out here attacking the moon right now. We are just straight up attacking
I am on the Wikipedia page for machine-type monsters. It does have one sentence saying, in the anime, in the first season, they have the special ability of being immune to magic. But I'm 95% sure that when it says in the first season, it means in these 2 episodes.
Now, when it says those very true, very cool things... Is there, in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh!, is there magic-type attacks? Because it seems to me like it's all magic.
No,
everything that I see in Yu-Gi-Oh! Looks like magic to me.
There is no distinguishing... There's nothing distinguishing types of attacks.
Yeah, sort of a gathering of magic, if you will.
Yeah, almost a gathering of magic.
I mean, the biggest example of magic that I see being used specifically is dark magic attack by the dark magician.
Yeah, sure.
Who has magic in his name, so that's expected. But a dark knight was sending
Well, okay.
What?
It says that it's a dark knight. To be fair, it is more of a wizard.
Then still,
but
there's no distinguishing factor differentiate between attack types in this game.
Flame Swordsman uses magic attacks? I
thought he would have definitely used fire attacks, or even sword attacks.
Yeah, I guess because
attacks?
I guess because the sword is on fire, the implication is that it is magically on fire. Which
of course.
I guess. But what I will also say is, even not including the magic fire around it, it's still a sword.
Mm-hmm.
So if you hit somebody with it, the sword part will still hit.
Hypothetically. However, these are made of metal.
Yeah.
They are working independently of any creator, because there's nobody controlling these cards. Can't stress that enough.
Yeah.
But they are made of metal, so I don't know how much a sword would do against them. However, it doesn't say that they're immune to sword.
No, so it's just magic.
They can't be immune to sword.
Yeah.
How much damage would a sword do? I don't know, but they're not immune to sword.
If the sword is strong enough, it'll work. But if the hand holding the sword is strong enough.
If the sword has bigger numbers than whoever it's hitting, then yes, the sword will win.
Okay. And does Flame Swordsman have big sword numbers?
Flame Swordsman does have big sword numbers, but it apparently, just in the way that Joey talks about it in this duel, he seems to imply that its attack would be magical and thus not work on the machine.
Right, okay. So if I take a sword...
Yes.
Yes. And I dip it in oil, right? Okay. And I light it on fire, like that scene in Pirates of the Caribbean. I think that's the movie where that happens. I don't remember. And then I hit somebody with it. It's not actually a sword attack, right? It's a magic attack.
That's a sword oil attack.
Well, I think that the implication here is that it's magic.
Well, did you imbue it with magic?
Yeah,
I just dipped it in fire.
I think that's just a fire sword attack.
Yeah, that's just a hot attack.
Yeah, that's a hot attack.
A spicy attack.
It's a spicy attack, but
if you used an incantation to cast flame magic on it, that's a magic attack.
Okay, learn more about spicy attacks next season on Fighting Foodons.
That's the episode. Thank you for joining us.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Let's finish this duel.
All right. We're in the beginnings of this duel. I know,
so let's finish it.
Okay. So a card falls onto the play area, and then it was
reveals itself on accident.
It was an accident.
A card reveals itself on accident,
and then it places itself in defense mode, face down,
and blushes because it's like, oopsie
doozies.
Did you see me?
Oh no, Senpai noticed my blunder.
And Joey, being a good duelist, knows exactly what that card is and what its attack and defense are.
Yeah, it's here's the thing. It's Zoa, but if you look at Zoa kind of does look like Farralimp's like older cousin.
Okay, like they're related.
Yeah,
they might be estranged cousins. Like they might not talk anymore, but they're
wasn't
each
Zoa
other.
The one in that Nick show, Zoa 101? I'm pretty sure.
So
Jamie
then Joey plays.
Joey goes ahead and attacks the Zoa because he's like, hey, I know that monster's not a machine monster. So my Flame Swordsman, with its magical sword attack, will be fine. It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. I'll imbue it with fire magic, and it'll be fine.
And the deck activates the trap card Metal Magic Force or Magic Metal Force, whatever. It's in reality, this card is called Metal Morph, but it does a similar thing. Although, once again, the Magic Metal Force card in this episode, and it only appears in this form in these episodes, again, it says, it metallizes a monster, and then reflects all magic attacks again.
Right.
So whatever.
So here's what actually happened, is that Zoa finished the Tower of the Metal Cap in the cavern level in Super Mario 64, right?
Yes.
And turned into metal.
Mm-hmm.
And in this world, metal is immune to magic. Still doesn't make sense, but whatever.
Whatever, yeah. So yeah, Zoa becomes Metal Zoa. And both of those cards are real, by the way. Zoa, when you use Metalmorph on it, in the game, it will become Metal Zoa, even though that doesn't happen with other monsters. So it's a cool, fun property. Anyway... So that's kind of the basic thing for a little bit, is like Joey, does some good attacks and then takes some bad attacks. And by the end of the first episode, Joey and the empty space at the end of the dueling platform are both at equal life points.
Mm-hmm.
So a barrel dragon appears. It shows up.
Yeah, it just shows up,
It's just a gun dragon.
It was like,
I was hungry, looking for bullets.
He shows up, he got his Starbucks in one hand, he's got his iPhone rose gold memes in the second one, and he's like, hi, I'm here now, and also, all of my Barrel Dragon's 3 revolvers have a 50% chance of attacking, and for each revolver that succeeds, it will attack and destroy one of your monsters, and then 2 of them succeed, so Barrel Dragon attacks and destroys Axerator and Garuzus.
Mm-hmm.
Now I have a problem with this.
Is it that I read the wiki page word for word?
Aside from that, there's another problem I have with this. But you did great, sweetie.
Oh, it's that you don't think Barrel Dragon drinks Starbucks. I understand.
No, it's the fact that Barrel Dragon is 3 guns and they weren't finger pointers.
Yeah, that's interesting, right?
Oh yeah.
So
it's literally a gun dragon.
So okay,
but imagine how much more disturbing it would be if it just had 3 fingers on it.
Honestly,
I would find it charming.
That would be fun. But this is
gross.
This is the first monster that I've seen in this anime that I look at it and I'm like, that looks kind of bad.
Yeah, I saw it and like, there's too many parts.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the Barrel Dragon. It is, it's a sort of metallic dragon frame up to a point, except that it doesn't have arms or wings or a top of a head. And instead, it just has 3 big multicolored revolvers
that should be fingers.
It reminded me of like the bosses in Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah,
sure, yeah.
Okay, so obviously, like, Final Fantasy VII, one of the best games of all time. It's a masterpiece. Blah blah blah. The final bosses, or not final bosses, but like the bosses in general in that game, they're just that. Like, that's what they look like. They look like Barrel Dragon.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
If the Final Fantasy VII remake ever actually comes out, I'm very excited to see how they update some of those designs.
It's just going to be the same pixels. It's going to be the same exact thing, but bigger. Everything else is going to be high def. I feel like there's a chance
they might adapt it for the modern age and have less weird stuff in it, but, like, give me the weird stuff.
Yeah,
give us the weird stuff.
Because isn't one of, like, the basic enemies that you can find in that game
I hope I know what you're going to say.
Just, like, a big house?
Yeah, just a house. You just fight a little house.
Yeah. You just fight a house, and maybe it has, like, arms and legs that come out of it.
I think that, like, it does some weird
like it's got
weapon stuff.
Like a creepy, like, got creepy legs, maybe?
Yeah, it's got like, creepy something or other. I don't remember. It's been a while. Hey, how about, hang on, let's take a break. Let's play through all of Final Fantasy VII, and then we'll reconvene.
Alright, so welcome to Overwitch.
Welcome to Card Corner. And
our card this week is Final Fantasy VII.
Our card this episode is the Hell House from Final Fantasy VII.
Alright, I need to look it up. Hold on.
Let's pull this up. Hell House.
Okay, I will read you some stats about this house.
So in Final Fantasy VII, it starts out just sort of looking like a house, and then I think when it attacks, if you scroll down,
it got like arms and legs.
It's got like robot arms and legs, and like too many of them, and it's got a head.
You want to know what's great about this? Is that the description says its true form is a 3-armed mechanical creature which sports 4 legs and a set of mismatched thrusters.
Oh no, that means that magic doesn't work on it.
Magic doesn't work on the Hell House. You're right.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a real big deal in Final Fantasy.
I really don't like the head thing that's peeking out here.
No, it's not good.
I don't like looking at it. I want to share, in particular, the card for Mobius Final Fantasy on the wiki, if you look at it.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's really bad to look at and see with the eyes.
Yeah, no, I love the card. I love the art. That's Sans Undertale inside a house.
It is sort of Sans Undertale, but like Sans Undertale...
And now he's in Smash.
It's like
Hell House is confirmed for Smash. As a Mii Fighter costume.
If the Final Fantasy stage in Smash Brothers was good, it would have Hell House on it.
If the Final Fantasy stage was anything, it would have Geno in it. I want to talk a little bit more about Hell House before we go and do a proper card corner real quick.
Oh, okay.
What do you mean that this isn't our actual card corner?
Well, I need to give you some statistics.
Give me the statistics.
Yeah, give me the stats.
Yeah.
Give me the stats.
It's found in the Sector 6 slums. It's level 11, its HP is 450, and it has 0 MIP because it's immune to magic power.
Yeah.
Its dex is 52, so it's faster than me. And its luck is 2, so it's also luckier than me.
Yeah.
So
oh no.
This house is very powerful.
Here's what I will say about the Hell House, is that it is immune to frog.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
You better watch out. It's immune to frog. So the question of the week for the card corner of the week for the monster of the week is what would the rent rate need to be for you to like move into Hell House?
So here's the fun thing. It's kind of like Howl's Moving Castle a little bit.
Yeah, but Sans Undertale's head is inside of it.
Yeah.
No, does he make jokes with me?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the thing. I'll let Mars finish. Go ahead.
I don't know. I to answer your question, just the regular price range for like what I'm looking for in like an apartment.
Yeah. And also just think about location too. It isn't Sector 6.
Right, but it can move.
Right, that's true.
But can it survive in other habitats?
Yeah, because it's only level, 11?
Yeah.
Like, what does it eat? What do I feed it? Like, anyway, my answer is that I'm trying to find a new apartment right now. I need to move out of my house. So, like, I'm pretty down with Hell House.
Yeah, it seems like we're both kind of down with Hell House.
Like, as long as it's not, like, obscene rent. Like, if it's normal rent for my area.
If it's normal rent for the area, then yeah, I think I'm just as likely to move into Hell House as an
Sans Undertale is my new roommate.
Yeah.
This is what I'll say. This is what I'll say about rent is that they will charge as much as they can for a place called... No, yeah, it's a bad musical. What I'll say about the rent in Hell House is that it's as much as you can charge for a place called Hell House. My answer is, I already live here. I already live in the Hell House. This place sucks. There's hornets. There's the friggin' water runs like way too hot.
And spiky-haired anime boys keep hitting my house with their swords.
With their big swords. Now, I knew when I moved into this place that it was immune to magic, but it's not immune to sword.
It's not.
He didn't tell me that up front, and I think that was kind of an oversight.
On the lease, it says immune to magic, immune to frog. Like, these are good benefits, but like...
But you know what it's not immune to? Swords.
Yeah, but like, we don't have
Yugi
sword
with a sword
insurance.
Walked up to my house and said, "You're going down, Hell House," and then started breaking into my home.
We don't have sword insurance. What do you want us to do? Okay.
What do you want? Yeah. What do you want? I already live in Hell House.
So
we're leaving Hell House.
We're leaving Hell House.
Leaving Hell House corner.
Joey summons the baby dragon.
Baby dragon.
Remember the duel?
No.
Joey...
He plays Time Wizard.
Joey plays Time Wizard.
His tried and true combo.
Yeah. Does the Time Wizard thing.
And
we all knew. We all knew where it would land.
We all knew.
He rusted the barrel dragon.
He rusted the barrel dragon.
To its inevitable death.
Got 1,000 dragon.
And got 1,000 dragon out of it.
Did a big attack. But then, a time machine erupts from the earth.
And a slot machine.
That's later.
Really? Oh, no, You're right. I'm backwards. No, you're right.
Yeah. It's only a little bit later, though. You weren't far off.
So the time machine messed me up, my flow of time.
Well, the time machine can go back one turn, and it also negates battle damage. Basically what it's doing is that it just revives a monster, is what it does.
Mm-hmm. You basically went back a turn with one monster.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, so the Barrel Dragon is back, and it's strong again, and it destroys the 1,000 dragons. So Joey's down one of his main sort of tricks.
One of his big boys.
One of his big boys.
He loses a big boy.
He loses a big boy.
He loses a big boy.
Loses a big boy.
And then he draws a card and he sets down a monster.
He draws a card, sets down a monster.
And then another card appears on the other side of the field, and it's a slot machine.
It's like, hey, Joey, come gamble.
Hey,
come on.
Hey.
Gamble with me. Hey, here's a gun dragon.
Download this app onto your phone. If you pay $30, you can draw 10 anime girls, and you might even get one that's rarer than the other anime girls.
I love Pokemon Masters.
Yeah. What?
So
a slot machine appears and is like just there for a bit and hangs out. And then what happens after that?
Joey sets a monster, then draws a card, summons Red Eyes Black Dragon, and
something he hasn't used effectively on his own yet.
Yeah, right.
He's done it with Yugi and their duel.
Yeah.
But not alone.
The Barrel Dragon attacks. Joey activates Copycat. We've seen him use it before. He copies the effect of Metal Magic Force, which was used on the other side of the duel before. And Red Eyes Black Dragon turns into Red Eyes Black Metal Dragon, which
it just looks like Kiss.
It does, and it's also just a cool name for a card.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
Yeah, the Red Eyes Black Metal Dragon.
The 7 completed card gets nefariously played out of nowhere.
So the 7...
It wasn't in the AI or non-existent force's hand.
It shouldn't have happened, but it did.
It shouldn't have happened. The 7 completed cards.
There was a sleight of hand.
There was a bracelet that was on the table,
and this card slid out like a snake.
And the card fell out of it. Fell out of the bracelet.
And Pegasus was like, that's weird.
That's weird.
Sorry, that's weird.
What the heck?
And this happens like 2 more times.
2 more times. It just falls out of this bracelet that is on the table for some reason.
Essentially, it completes the slot machine Lucky 7 thing, where it increases the slot machine's attack
and defense. Each time you activate the card, the slot machine chooses.
So this is a really lucky slot machine now.
Yes, of course.
With really high attack and defense.
Yeah, so now the slot machine has 2,700 attack and 3,000 defense. Okay. All right,
we're bringing it back in.
Yeah. Some stuff happens.
Yep.
Basically, some stuff happens. Joey has a really big, strong monster.
A big, strong one.
The
Red Eyes
Black Metal Dragon. It's got dragon nails on it, so it's even stronger.
Tough as dragon nails.
Yeah. Some stuff happens. There's a blast sphere.
It tries to destroy the dragon, but it doesn't. Because nails.
Yeah, because of the nails, yeah.
The nails manage to claw off the blast sphere.
Yeah.
Off of the dragon and just toss it aside.
So
it's fine.
So the pillager shows up and takes a card from Joey's hand. The pillager is when you picture a thief, it looks exactly like that. It is a dude in a bandana with a big sack over his shoulder, and he runs up and physically rips the cards out of Joey's hands and takes the shield and sword card, which swaps the attack of and defense of all the monsters, meaning that the slot machine is more powerful than the Red Eyes Black Metal Dragon.
Which is sad.
It attacks the Red Eyes Black Metal Dragon, and Joey activates Grave Robber, which steals the time machine from the graveyard of the opponent.
Joey literally digs up a time machine and from a graveyard physically and summons the Red Eyes Black Metal Dragon to destroy a slot machine.
Yeah, Joey picks up his shovel that he always has. and he goes
his Joey shovel. He calls it the Joey shovel.
He calls it the Joey shovel.
This is my Joey shovel.
This is my
it's
Joey
an extension
shovel.
of myself.
Yeah, it's an important part of my character.
Because I like to dig deep down for my feelings.
It's the Millennium Joey shovel.
It lets me confront my deeper feelings.
We all remember all of the classic Yu-Gi-Oh episodes with me and my shovel.
I've
had it this whole time. I brought it on our journey.
It's only slightly more important to me than my sister.
Well,
but I already have my Joey shovel, so my motivations are still the same.
Yeah, but if somebody took my Joey shovel, I'd have to go there first before I go to Serenity.
All right,
absolutely that would happen, but only if I lost my Joey shovel.
Let's bury this Joey shovel in this bit, please.
So Joey goes over. And he hops up onto the platform again, like he did with the screwdriver before, and he digs down into the dueling arena, and unearths this time machine, and then activates it. Yeah, and then
the Black Dragon's Metal Man.
And then he says, I was able to win thanks to my Joey shovel.
Whoa, he was able to win thanks to his Joey shovel.
I gotta watch out for that Joey shovel.
If he makes it to the final round, I'll be screwed. I don't know how to counter a Joey shovel.
This is where we learn that Pegasus is weak to shovels.
I don't have a fear of shovels, just a fear of Joey shovel.
Anyway,
bury this bit.
This is an interesting bit.
Yeah, we'll workshop it.
No, we won't. This is just it. We did it.
Okay, so Joey wins the duel. Yay!
Thanks to my Joey shovel.
I won against literally nothing. Just the will of the cards decided I should have this final battle.
Then he looks up to Pegasus, sort of just lugging the Joey shovel over his shoulder, and he's like, all right, cool, can I have a real duel now against an actual opponent?
You'll be fighting Yugi Boy!
Why did he sound like a ghost?
I'm a ghost! I can tell you're not a ghost. You're sitting right there. Ooh!
My Joey shovel can detect ghosts, and you're not one of them.
Oh my god.
Oh no, I've been foiled by the Joey shovel once again.
Oh. We need to end this episode. We need to end this episode.
So then, unexpectedly, out of nowhere, literally, we haven't seen him since, last episode or whatever, or, the episodes before this, but Bandit Keith shows up?
Yeah,
I don't know why. He just shows up.
So weird.
He runs out, and he's he yells about losing the duel, which I don't even remember happening, because, he definitely hasn't dueled recently.
No, because he was disqualified from the finals, remember? Because he stole Joey's card, and
because he stole Joey's card.
Yeah, right, yeah.
And Pegasus was like, and you cheated? You're a little cheater, you stole a card, you're a thief!
Smelly little man, Bandit Keith.
And I bet that if you did duel, you would have taken cards out of that bracelet that is sitting on the table over there.
Exactly. That's exactly what happened. And he jumps across the gap, which a pretty mighty leap, I must say. Credit where credit's due.
Yeah.
And then
he rolled an 18.
Points at Pegasus's head.
Just points menacingly at Pegasus's head. He points
so menacingly at Pegasus's head.
Yeah, he's like, I'm pointing at you.
I'm pointing at you, Pegasus!
Oh no, all pointer fingers on me!
And then Pegasus taps his shoe on a little button on the floor, and then Bandit Keith comically falls down a trap door underneath him. Or at least it would be comical if he didn't then hurtle into the ocean and die.
Well, yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, he's dead, but that's
for sure dead.
That's all right.
Here's the thing: no tears shed for Bandit Keith. He didn't even duel this episode. He didn't
even duel this.
He's
episode.
Not even worth our time. Yeah. Let's stop talking about him. That was pretty much the episode. It just kind of set up Yugi and Joey's duel for the coming episode. Episodes, I guess. It's probably gonna be a multi-parter, huh?
Mm-hmm. It is weird that he just fought no one.
I mean, it was really intense, though, and he got to prove his worth.
Well, that's really rude, actually, because, Bandit Keith did get disqualified, but, Croquet was dueling in his place, and, it was so rude of us not to talk about it.
Yeah, I made the request that nobody talk about the fact that Croquet was dueling. You can't let him get too full of himself, it'll go to his head. You gotta keep him grounded. You hear that, Croquet, you smelly little garbage boy?
Well, it was Croquet, but, like, he had a sheet over him. And
yeah,
like he just had steps in front of him of what to do.
Yeah. Pegasus, and then
through an earphone was like, "And now play this card."
And then at the end, Croquet said, "I think I just took all your life points."
I think I just took all your life points. I think I just took all your life points.
Okay, all right. Well,
no. So Bandit Keith is pointing at Pegasus's head, and then Pegasus looks at him and says, "I think I just took all your life points," and then sends him hurtling into the ocean to his death.
Yes.
A fitting end to a disgusting
Holy
man.
Holy heck. A stinky little garbage boy.
And everybody cheered and had a party. That's this episode of Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mai got a really good moment again. I didn't expect her to show up again, but she came in clutch.
Yeah. Well, because it was really, because like this episode started like literally moments after the end of the last episode. Like the opening shot, you can see Mai walking away from the dueling platform.
Right. So, I didn't expect to see her again for the rest of this arc.
Yeah. I know. But it's just like she was bumming around the castle, I guess, you know?
She got her resolution with Joey for this this part. And it was good.
Mai was truly the highlight of this episode.
Mm-hmm.
Truly.
Also, Taya's faces. Taya had some really good faces.
Taya had some good faces in this episode. There was some good bits of animation, you know, of Croquet and the sheet.
We learned that Bakura is a Back to the Future fan.
Yeah!
Great Scott!
Bakura says the actual human words, Great Scott, unironically as a human being in this world.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna start saying that unironically just because you made it sound like a weird thing to do.
I mean...
I'm a contrarian, Mars. You can't let me have this.
Okay. Shout out at us on Twitter if you have, as a person in the real world, said or heard somebody say the words Great Scott.
We'll put up a poll. We'll put up a poll. Yes or no, you've said Great Scott unironically in your life.
The poll will be, is saying Great Scott a regular normal thing to do?
Is saying Great Scott morally permissible?
Should Marble say Great Scott because...
Well, I'm gonna do it anyway, so don't worry about it.
Okay.
Watch this, I'll do it right now. Great Scott, I did it.
I don't know any Great Scotts.
I do.
Let me think about all the Scots I know.
I don't think I know any Scots.
I don't think I do either.
I know one.
If I do have a friend named Scott and he listens to this episode, I'm so sorry, dude.
Awkward.
I'm so sorry.
Awkward.
Yeah, it's pretty ox.
Awkward.
My bad.
Ox cord.
Pass me the ox cord.
Ox cord. I'm howling at the moon and sleeping in the middle of a summer afternoon. Ox cord, whatever did we do to make you take our world away?
Hey, it looks like our hand's been played. Thank you so much for listening to Deck of Friendship. If you enjoyed the show, it would be really, really cool if you left us a rating on iTunes. And if you do, we will read it aloud on the show. And, also just sharing it with a friend really is really important, really helpful, and also just cool to, like, share it with, someone who is into Yu-Gi-Oh! Or used to be, or is, at all, or someone who's has no idea what Yu-Gi-Oh! Is. I think
if they like
still
digging
enjoy
stuff up in shovels, they're gonna like this.
Yeah.
Share it with your estranged gay cousin.
Yeah. Yes. If you want to reach out to us, you can find us on Twitter at FriendshipDeck and at our email, deckofriendšippod@gmail.com. Our turn is over. It's your move.
I've been staring at a card I've been holding in my hand this entire episode. It's called Big Koala.
Oh, that's a good card.
It's just a big koala.
Yeah. My favorite is Vampire Koala.
Is that a thing? Are you lying to me?